Welcome to Lake Country Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Claire Johnson, and my pronouns are she and her. I'm your worship reader this week. If this is your first time here or your 100th and first time, we are glad you are here. If you carry the weight of a weary world on your shoulders, or you entered through the doors with a song in your heart and a skip in your step, we are glad you are here. If you are the loudest voice in the town square or the subtle hand behind the scenes, we are so glad you are here. If you sing like angels or mumble behind the hymnal, we are glad you are here. This community is what it is because of your presence. So welcome. Welcome into this space of love, support, justice, compassion, and fellowship. We are glad you are here.
Come awaken your senses to this moment where we practice the revolutionary art of noticing. The breath that sustains us, the beauty hiding in ordinary hours, the small things that keep hope alive. Come, let us train our attention on that which leads us home.
Our chosen reading today is called Mysteries, Yes, by Mary Oliver. Truly, we live with mysteries too marvelous to be understood. How grass can be nourishing in the mouths of the lambs, how rivers and stones are forever in allegiance with gravity, while we ourselves dream of rising. How two hands touch, and the bonds will never be broken. How people come from delight or the scars of damage to the comfort of a poem. Let me keep my distance, always, from those who think they have the answers. Let me keep company, always, with those who say, "Look," and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. Here ends the reading.
I'm going to share a story, an ancient story about a carpenter. No, it's not that famous Jewish carpenter, a different guy. This carpenter had a pretty good career. He had appreciated working for his boss, but he had decided it was time to retire and spend some more time with his family, which seems reasonable. His employer was sad to see his best employee go, but he asked the carpenter if he'd be willing to do him a favor before he hung up his hammer, to just build one more house for him. The carpenter agreed, but his heart was honestly just not in it. He took a lot of shortcuts, and he did sloppy work, just eager to finish and be done with it. When the house was done, the employer handed the keys to the carpenter and said, "This is your house. It is my gift to you for all that you have done for me." I like this story because, as most best stories do, it includes a memorable surprise ending that reminds us of things that we probably already know but can easily forget. Which ultimately is why I think many of us come to church each week. Each of us gathered here are the carpenters of our own lives. Most of us are doing the best we can each and every day to build the best lives that we can for ourselves, for our families, and for our communities. But the truth is, doing our best work every day, all the way till we get across the finish line, can be really, really hard sometimes. Now, I suppose it's always been hard. But in today's world, sometimes it feels like it's just getting harder and harder to even decide which projects to take on, which invitations to accept. Never mind giving each thing that we commit to our very best efforts. There are so many distractions, and so many options, and so many wrongs we wish that we could make right. But at the end of the day, we are still ultimately the carpenters of our lives. And the houses that we choose to build and how much effort we choose to put into building them well is a choice we are given each and every day. Next week is Easter, a holiday based on a story that says our Savior has been taken away from us, but will return once again to save us all. As members of this church, you are committing to a faith that says that it is likely that no one is coming back to save us, but rather believes that we have everything we need in our toolboxes already to save ourselves. If only we'll make the good choices and then commit ourselves to living lives aligned with the intention behind those choices. It's an easy formula. It's just not always that easy to implement. That Savior described in the ancient tales has come and gone. Many are waiting for him to return once again. But honestly, the early followers of Jesus didn't have any of that in their theology. That resurrection story was actually added much later. The early followers of Christ were attached to his teachings. They believed that if they followed his teachings, they might be able to free themselves from the tyranny of an unjust government that was treating them unfairly. You know what's interesting? That empire no longer exists, but Christians still do. And although many Christians today seem to have a pretty warped sense of what Jesus' message actually was, there are still many good folks that are generally trying to follow the ways that he suggested. And although many, not all, many gathered here don't think of the Bible as their primary guidebook on how to live, the truth is that the Bible is actually the source of many of the beliefs that we collectively hold today. Concepts like do unto others as you would have done unto you. Do your best to love everyone, even your enemies. The importance of forgiveness and the importance of serving others. Our transformation value says we adapt to a changing world. We covenant to collectively transform and grow spiritually and ethically. You heard those words in our welcoming of our new members. We covenant. We promise to ourselves and to others that we will collectively transform as the world continues to change around us. We promise to continually grow, both spiritually and ethically. Each day, each minute, each moment, we are all faced with choices. Where to spend our time, where to spend our money, what actions to take or not take, which houses we will commit to building, and how much focus we will put into that commitment once we make it. Every moment, every small choice we make combines to create our individual lives, our families' lives, and the lives of our neighbors. What each of us does matters. Not because any single one of us needs to be the savior of the world, but rather because each and every choice you make, and you make, and you make, and you make, and I make, weaves together to become the next part of the ever-unfolding future of humanity. This is why we come here each week. We've been given the playbook. We have all of the wisdom of the ancients. We have the lessons from history. We have the knowledge of science. We have the clarity of collective discernment. This is a democratic faith. We have the experience of communal memory, what all y'all have learned along the way. We have all of you. We have everything we need right here to create the brighter futures that we all hope to see. We have the building plans. We just need to keep working to bring that vision to life. And then we have Mary Oliver, reminding us in today's reading of perhaps the most important lesson of all. While we toil away at the hard work of saving ourselves, we must intentionally pause from time to time to remember why. Let me keep company always with those who say, "Look," and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. The lives that we each have the privilege of living are each miracles. Let us never forget this truth, and may we strive each and every moment to make choices that honor this miracle that we have each been given. May it be so. Our closing words are "Choose Carefully" by Reverend Michelle Collins. The flame goes out. 1,000 things now wait for your attention. Choose carefully what receives your gaze, your time, and your wonder. For what we tend to is what we become. I am so happy that we welcomed new folks into this community. I know there's other folks in the pews that are almost ready to become members, so this is going to happen again. This is like one of my favorite days. I made this service short, because I knew we had lots of stuff to do, so I actually got us done almost on time. Head into the social hall. Don't skip it. I hear there's cake. Welcome the new folks. Listen to them, see what they're here for, and let them know how you can be part of their lives. And don't forget to come to the meeting at 11:30. If you are a member of this community, the budget and the next plans for next year say what we are able to do. So if you have thoughts, you want more of this, less of this, come to the budget meeting and have your thoughts heard. It's your church. You get to make it what it is. Go forth and love the world. Be well.